Now let's look at scenario 8. This is going to be problems 19, 20, and 21. And so it begins by talking about Andrew owns his land in 100% fee simple absolute, which means he owns the surface and the minerals in a 100-acre tract. So 100-acre tract, 100% fee simple. Now, Andrew then sells his 100% interest in this 100-acre tract with rights of ingress and egress, meaning giving the company the right to enter and to leave the property, to XYZ Company. But Andrew reserves a non-executive mineral interest equal to 1% of 8/8 proportionally reduced in the event the acreage is included in a unit through any subsequently granted lease. Then XYZ grants a lease to oil company and retains a 1/4 interest. So Andrew starts off with 100 acres and a 100% mineral interest. He then conveys his 100% mineral interest, all right, title, and interest, to XYZ Company. So now XYZ Company has the 100% fee simple and 100 acres. But in this transaction, Andrew reserves what's called a non-participating royalty interest owner interest. And what that means is that if ever in the future there is a lease, he is going to get a share of the fraction of that lease. Now, it's called non-executive because he doesn't have the right to sign the lease. All he has is a right to receive a bonus, or not a bonus, I'm sorry, a royalty if these conditions are met. So whatever future lease there is, if it's in a unit, then the acreage that Andrew is going to be entitled to is 1% of 8/8. So then XYZ, who now owns this 100%, XYZ then grants a lease to Oil Co. And this time they retain a 1/4 royalty interest. So here are the questions. What are Oil Co.'s net acres leased? Well, the net acres that Oil Co. leased from XYZ was what Andrew owned. Those net acres would be 100 because he owned 100 acres and he had a 100% mineral interest. Oil Co.'s gross acres will also be 100. And in the LPR, the broker should report the lessor's mineral interest, meaning XYZ's mineral interest, as 100%. And so those are the answers to scenario 8. And if you're looking at the page, it's the first one is A. First answer is A. That's the 100%. And then B, this, and then number 20 is also A. And then the very last one, number 21, is also A. So you got A, and A. Now let's look at the next one.